Welcome back to another episode here on The Richter Show. And today we're actually going to be reviewing the Ace Rent-A-Car. Now, this is going to be a little bit with a story because it's also based on my experience. Maybe it's not the same everywhere else, but I'm going to talk specifically about the one in LAX, all right? If you don't know what LAX is, that means that it's the airport here in Los Angeles, California. So, I want to start off with saying that I did check in and pay everything online. I went through the website, so pretty much all I had to do was come to the rental place and show my ID, maybe sign a waiver here and there, and then get the key, and then I was on my way. So I want to start it off with saying that when I got to LAX, the airport, I followed the signs of the car rental shuttles. So I waited there on the strip for about maybe a good 25-30 minutes. I didn't know that Ace Rent-A-Car does not have a shutter there. So it's a little bit of a process. I saw some other people confused as well, and until I realized that they were waiting for the same thing that I was, in which it was never going to come. So I went back to the website, I read through it again, and then I saw that I did make a mistake. I wish it was more direct, but sometimes you have to learn things the hard way. So what you have to do if you want to take the actual shuttle from Ace Rent-A-Car, you first have to take a bus. Okay, I know it sounds maybe a little bit inconvenient, but it's just an extra step you have to make. It's no big deal really, because either way you get that bus at the actual terminal. So you have to do is when you grab your luggage and you're in arrivals, you have to go to a bus that is like a connector bus, and that bus is going to take you to where the Ace Rent-A-Car shuttles are. So that's going to be about a maybe 5-minute drive. Once again, you get them there. If you're still confused, you can just always ask the bus driver, hey, is this the correct bus to get to the Ace Rent-A-Car? And then they drop you off at the actual shuttle place. You will see that there's little vans, little shuttles that actually say Ace Rent-A-Car on them. And then from there, it'll take maybe about another maybe 5 minutes or so to actually get to the same place. Now what's funny is that as I was getting there, I realized that this might be a little bit cheating though, but if I would have just gone on another car rental company shuttle, I could have just gone there and just walked out for like a minute and gotten to the other place instead of taking the bus and then the shuttle. So maybe that's a little trick you can probably do, but I noticed that Enterprise had it and Avis had it as well. I feel like I would have gone on that. I would have saved myself time and I would have just walked to the Ace Rent-A-Car. But anyway, I'm showing you the correct way to do it with that company specifically. I didn't really have to make a line. They did have 3 people working the counters, so it went pretty quickly though. I mean, I was maybe in line for no more than maybe 5 minutes. Now, this is the tricky part, which I try to teach everybody about renting cars, and also why I do these reviews. So now, like I said, I already paid everything, so I knew that all I had to do was grab the key. Now, the person that was attending me, they do have a bit of a sales pitch, which is to make you pay more. For most people, and especially if you live in the US, you don't have to go through this step, but usually they will ask you while you're filling up the paperwork and stuff and they're checking your ID, they're going to ask you directly, it's like, okay, so which do you want the exclusive or you want the basic insurance? That's a sales tactic. If you live in the US and you have a car, most likely your insurance from your own vehicle extends to a rental. So in my case, I decline everything because they try to say, hey, you sure you don't want it? I'm like, yes. Now, to add to that, once again, this is not sponsored, but I use my American Express because my American Express also gives me an additional protection when I rent a car. So I have double protection. In my case, once again, not sponsored, I have Progressive. So I use my Progressive insurance to extend the rental, and I use my American Express credit card that extends to the rental as well. So I'm double protected. I don't need to be paying any extra, anything else for additional insurance for them, which is a ridiculous price, and it's also not worth it. Now, I did notice that this company in specific, at least the one here in LA, they don't allow you to take the vehicle across state lines, with the exception if you want to go to Las Vegas, which I guess is a popular destination, and go coming back. I did have something similar with another rental company that they did the same thing, which was called Green Motion. I did a review on that one as well, and it did something similar, which is you can't go across state lines. So if you're planning to make a trip and go obviously across state lines, make sure you're renting from a place that allows you to do that, because you might find yourself in a situation where you find out at the last minute and makes you uncomfortable, and then you have to start trying to book something else, and it might be more expensive because you're booking last minute. So that's a downfall for that, and I didn't like that. Once again, you get unlimited miles. I just got a basic car. Make sure, once again, as part of my tips and tricks, that you actually take videos of the vehicle and pictures, or one at least, pictures or video of the entire vehicle, to make sure that if there are any scratches, dents, hits on it, inside or outside, you get it recorded before you go out, because I've been in those situations where they try to charge you for damages to a vehicle that you did not do the damage for. Then I go through my pictures again and I show it, or the video, and I show it, hey look, this is at the rental place, this is how it was. And then that way they don't charge you, because they will lie to you and trick you like that to make customers pay for things like that. Anyway, so after I finished all the paperwork and signing things and checking my ID, I grabbed my key. I did exactly that. Took my videos, make sure the car everything was okay with it. Then when you're about to leave, the attendant will ask you once again for your ID to verify that it matches the car that you're taking out, and you're on your way. So now for the review on Ace Rent-A-Car. So on the Richter scale, three out of 5. That is correct, a 3 out of 5. Now, why am I not giving it a full 5? It's because, number one, I don't like it when tellers try to sell me something that I obviously don't need, and they know that I don't need, with the insurance situation. And I don't like it. You can't go across state lines. That is very inconvenient for me, because if you're the type of person that just goes and books the cheapest thing that you see online, then you find yourself in this situation, which becomes very uncomfortable. I don't know why their policy is that they don't let you go across state lines, but I did notice that the price was very cheap. And sometimes the cheapest is not the best. So in this situation, since my trip was something basic that I needed to do, and it was within California, it was fine. And once again, thank you so much for watching another episode here on The Richter Show, and I'll see you all on the next car rental review here on The Richter Show.
Shout out to the host of the Richter. This the Richter Show, the Richter Show.